and one of your neighbors had to call him, or your mother found out about it at the hairdresser, all hell was going to break loose when your father came home, right?
Right.
That whole block was going to be shaken because Reverend Phillips just didn't play that, and so we really need to get back to those types of community-based corrective measures within reason, of course, that allow the communities to police themselves. So that, for example, if your mother stuck her head out of the door and saw one of us walking down the street, either playing loud music or we dropped some trash on the street, she said, "Hey, what are you going to do about that?"
Right.
Self-policing. Right. You didn't have to call the police,
Right.
And so those are the things. The external accountability must occur, but also the internal accountability must occur. There's no excuse for kids going to school cursing out the teachers. I mean, like your father used to say, I'll never forget him talking to us about sucking tear gas and being beaten with wet ropes so that we could have decent schools, so that you could get a decent job, so that you could own a home. So we have to get back to holding our community accountable in school, in the communities, in the shopping centers. And when things are not right, the community stepping in and saying, no, those are not the standards that we're going to have here, period. Right. So I'm just saying there must be external accountability and there must be internal accountability. And BZ, did you have anything you want to add to that?
No, I am just digesting all of the information.
Okay. So coming from a true millennial.
Right.
So, well, I will say that, Reverend Phillips, it's been an absolute pleasure having you this evening. And I know that we've been wanting to get you on for a long time. And we literally came to you at the 11th hour, and literally the 11th hour and 55 minutes, and said, hey, Reverend Phillips, come on and share your perspectives with us, which you absolutely did. And as always, throughout the years, your perspectives, your insight, and your life experiences are just literally second to none. And I'm just so happy that you came on tonight. And we look forward to having you back on future shows, because I think that there are some subjects that you will really bring some great perspectives to. And yes, sir.
Yeah, and I thank you for the opportunity. I think, and really, glad that you are doing this, man. I think this is much needed. This is the kind of thing that you miss when folks are being out here, and the internet makes it all possible. You can be thousands of miles away on this different time zones and still speaking the same thing. So I listen to the show, listen to you all and MBZ and Pastor C when he's there. You all are going. I was listening to a show earlier today. An older show earlier today. So the work you're doing is great. The work you have done up to at this point, protecting the folks, has been great. And I'm just glad to be a part of it. Would welcome the opportunity to talk with you all anytime you saw fit.
Fantastic, awesome. Fantastic. And as always, this has been a great discussion tonight.
Yes.
Oh yeah. And have to revisit it.
Lots of great information.
Absolutely. And we are definitely going to revisit this issue, because there's so much more that we need to talk about. And there were other callers that wanted to call in. Well,
and Pastor C is from Chicago, so I really am eager to see his perspective on the whole thing too. So
yep. So we're going to have Reverend Phillips and Pastor C. So we're just going to be anointed on that show. But again, this has just been a great discussion tonight, and I think that we just want to make sure that it's very clear that Americans have enough to worry about. Raising children, earning a decent wage, trying to buy a home, without worrying about being assaulted, shot or killed. There are a ton of reasons for the violence, including childhood abuse, neglect, unemployment, mental illness, scholastic achievement, witness intimidation, scarce law enforcement resources, and on and on and on. But regardless of the cause, no city in America should lose hundreds of citizens to violence in a single year.
And honestly, you can't blame the police, prosecutors, teachers, or anyone else you can think of. It's really a community thing. Safety is everyone's business and everyone's responsibility. So I implore everyone, whatever service you offer or whatever your role is that helps the community, do your part. Do it well and do it consistently. The life of our cities is literally in your hands.
So that's all the time we have tonight. And as always, thank you, MBZ.
Mm-hmm.
Thank you, Reverend Phillips.
Hey, thank you.
And we also thank Dr. Powers for his contributions tonight, as always. And, of course, to our listeners, we thank you for allowing us to give it to you straight. No chaser. Bye. Thank you for listening to Straight No Chaser.